Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, I am here to bring you part 2 of my personal PSA. Letting everybody know, call back your power, alright? Call back your power. I apologize that it's taken me so long to bring you all part 2, but it's all good because if you watch part 1, then it gave you a little time for it to marinate and seep into you, you know what I'm saying? But even if you didn't watch part 1, go back and watch it, okay? Go back and watch it, all right? Okay, so in part 1, if you watch part 1, then you know when I say call back your power, that I really mean call back your love, okay? Because love is and will always be the most powerful frequency on this planet. Love is the only divinely defined thing that is going to change this world and change our reality. So when I say call back your power, I mean call back your love, okay? Call back your love, all right? All right, guys. So in my last video, I discussed, basically just making the decision that you want to be limitless in your existence on this planet, okay? You want to be limitless in your existence on this planet. You don't want to feel stuck or stagnant in any situation or in any area of your life. You don't want to feel stuck, stagnant, hurt, confused, betrayed, down and out, none of that. You are making the decision like, hey, I want to feel limitless in every area of my life. Because like I said in my last video, there are no limits to your higher power. There are no limits to God, the universe, whatever higher power that you submit or talk to or pray to or vent to. There are no limits in that, all right? And we have that same limitless potential within us, all right? So in my last video, I discussed, just basically making that decision that you want to be limitless, that you no longer want to feel stuck or stagnant or bound down or tied down in anything that does not bring you peace, love, happiness, joy, and overall fulfillment of your purpose, because that is what we are all put on this earth to do, is fulfill some sort of purpose, all right? And everybody don't get that vision, true enough, but we're all here to serve a purpose in whichever way, shape, or form that purpose is, all right? All right, so when we make that decision that we want to be limitless, that we are no longer going to let those people, those experiences, those situations affect us or keep us down or have us feeling stuck or stagnant or bound down, or, like we can't move forward with our lives in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? When we make that decision that we want to do better, that we are going to do better, that's when we begin to open the door to healing, okay? And when I say healing, guys, let me be clear. There's healing and there's avoidance, all right? Avoidance is convenient, okay, but very detrimental, all right? Avoidance is, all right, you may, have a day or two that, you feel bad or you feel like whatever. You may wallow in it, and then you just, you dive into something else. You may put more time and energy into your work or your career or into other people, you may numb it. You may numb it in whatever way you choose to do. Partying, being around friends, drinking, doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Or, whatever way you choose to numb it. Like, there are a lot of different numbing activities, so that's avoidance, all right? And it is very convenient, all right? I have avoided a lot of things in my life, so avoidance is very convenient because it doesn't make it keeps us from really admitting how much something hurt us, or how much something like destroyed us, or brought us down, or the exact feelings that it made us feel, okay? Healing, it ain't convenient. It's very hard. It's very messy. It's very deep. And it requires us, not allows us, it requires us to tell ourselves some ugly truths, about ourselves or about other people. It requires us to tell ugly truths. It requires complete honesty. It requires shedding of layers, all right? So I am going to give you all a little crash course to healing, all right? I ain't gonna say it's gonna be quick, because it may not be quick. It may not be quick for everybody. It may be quick for you. It may not be quick for another person. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you a crash course to healing, okay? Because that is how we call our power back. That is how we ensure that the things that we've experienced in the past never happen again, okay? And even if they do happen again by some, you know, random chance of fate, we better know how to deal with it. We better know how to keep our power within ourselves and not let anything destroy us or bring us down again, okay? Okay, so the first step of healing that I'm going to share with you guys is feeling, all right? Feeling. You got to feel to heal, okay? And a lot of us, we don't like to feel. We've either been trained that way through our childhood, within our family, or through society, okay? We don't like to feel to heal. And let me tell you something. I get it. I totally get it. Look, I am a Cancer. We already have a reputation for being sensitive crybabies, okay? So I, you know, went through a period where I didn't really like to, you know, show any sign of weakness. I didn't like to show my feelings, my emotions. I wouldn't healthily express how I felt about a situation or a person. I would just channel it into aggression. Yeah, I'm gonna curse you out. I might fight you. Like, that was me. You know, that was me, okay? And, you know, whether I realized it or not, a conscious mind can look at that like, oh, her feelings are hurt her. You know, something about that is triggering her in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? But somebody else look at like, oh, she crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that was just my way of processing how I felt without, you know, really like letting my guard down and being vulnerable, you know, because a lot of people will exploit your vulnerability. A lot of people will exploit your weaknesses. So unless you know, trust that person or have that trust within yourself to better discern the people that it's okay to be vulnerable with, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to show nobody that side. You don't want to let nobody see you cry or hurt or upset or anything. Like, you just gonna flip out. If you gonna curse them out, you gonna, you know, whatever, like fight, whatever you need to do, okay? But that's not healthy. That is not healthy. Now, don't get me wrong. It is some situations where you are going to have to curse people out, but then you are making a conscious choice to curse them out, okay? You just don't want to fly off the handle and curse them out, okay? So you got to feel. You have to feel to heal. A lot of men, you know, they don't like to show any emotions or weaknesses because society has trained them to believe or feel like that is a weakness, but it's not really a weakness. And not just for men, this goes for men and women. What I say is this: the ones that get it are gonna get it, okay? You are gonna have some people that you cannot cry to, and you cannot vent to, and you cannot express your deepest, darkest feelings to, because they're going to exploit them, plain and simple. You know, that has nothing to do with you. That has everything to do with them. But, you know, the ones that get it, get it. And you will know, you know, you will know. And if you don't know, pray. You know, ask your higher power, Lord, please help me use my discernment and, you know, guide me towards the right person I'm supposed to talk to, or that I need to talk to, or vent my frustrations to, you know. And you never know, the right person might call you like that, you know what I'm saying? Or you might get an idea who that person is like that, okay? So you gotta feel to heal. If you don't want to talk to nobody else, talk to yourself. You know, talk to yourself, but you gotta feel to heal. However you feel. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to yell, yell. Don't do nothing crazy, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Feel out whatever feelings you're feeling. Like, don't bury it deep down inside. If you're hurt, you're hurt. If you're mad, you're mad. If you're upset, you're upset. If you feel betrayed or rejected, that's just how you feel. You know? You gotta feel it. You have to feel it. You have to feel it to heal it, all right? So that is my number one step, okay? Number one step, feel to heal. Don't be afraid of feeling, all right? And like I said, this applies to men and women. Don't be afraid of feeling. The ones that get it, get it. The ones that they ain't supposed to be in your life. We want people, we calling in people that understand us, that we can cry to, that we can vent to, that we can talk to. You know, we calling in people that are good for our hearts and our souls, okay? Okay. All right. Okay. On to step 2. Step 2, all right? I'm putting these 2 things together, all right? It's a 2-part, all right? But I'm putting them together because I feel like they go hand in hand, all right? Step 2 is acceptance and allowance, all right? Accepting everyone as they are, every situation as it is, and allowing it to be as it is, okay? And when I say that, you know, a lot of us say it is what it is, okay? And I mean, I'm going to agree with it. It is what it is, you know? And I don't mean it in an insensitive way, all right? When I say accepting and allowing, this is pulling your power back. This is getting out of the victim-villain mentality. There are very much victims and villains in this unnecessarily cruel world. But we're not about to let no villain have power over us, all right? So we're not even going to stay in victim mentality, okay? Like I said on this page, I'm promoting sovereignty, all right? Sovereignty is power. That is ruling energy. That is love, okay? Okay, so accepting everyone as they are and accepting everything as it is doesn't dismiss the hurt that you've encountered from a person or a situation. It's just the beginning of understanding that everyone acts from their own level of consciousness, their own trauma, their own wounds, their own pain. When you begin to understand that, then you allow everyone and everything to be as it is without any resistance, without a need to try to change anything, because you know that there is a higher power that knows how everything and everyone should be, okay? That's how you open the door to surrender. That is how you take back your power, all right? Guys, I'm not making this up. If you don't believe me, go read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Go read The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz, all right? Read those books, okay? Those books, and now I'm going to keep it real with you. The first time you read them, you may not understand them, because I didn't read them. When I read them the first time, I didn't understand them, okay? Because they really can't be understood by the ego mind, because the ego mind always wants to make us feel like we are without something, or we are away from something, and we are separate from something. But once you start gaining that love back into yourself and that power within yourself, you're going to say, okay, I get it now. If another person hurt you, it had nothing to do with me. If another person hurt me, it had nothing to do with me. It was something they felt. It was something they needed to do. It was something within their own level of consciousness that, you know, made them want to act that way, or make them... Okay, so when we take that first step of feeling, allowing ourselves to feel however we feel, sad, angry, hurt, confused, betrayed, rejected, any of that, okay? Honestly feeling however we feel, okay? And then when we take that second step of accepting everyone and everything as it is, and then allowing everything and everyone to be as they are, and releasing all resistance to that, all right? Then this next step becomes a little bit easy, and a lot of people don't like this next step, and they're gonna be like, what? But listen, it's the most important step, okay? Step 3, forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness. Forgiving yourself first. That is the most important part of forgiveness, okay? A lot of the times we go through situations and we will forgive somebody else but never forgive ourselves. So forgiving yourself first, and then forgiving others, all right? And I'm going to tell you why I think that is hard for a lot of people to do. Because a lot of us, we want, you know, people to kiss the ring. We want them to bow down. We don't want to forgive them until they kiss the ring and bow down and tell us how sorry they are and how they never meant to hurt us and how they regret it. You know what I'm saying? That's when we want to forgive them, all right? But no. That's your ego. That's what your ego wants you to do. They don't want you to forgive. Your ego don't want you to forgive a person until they bow down, kiss the ring, tell you how sorry they are. They regret doing this, that, and the third to you, all right? And that's all fine and dandy, but no, that is not an effective way of healing, and that's not an effective way of forgiveness, all right? Forgiveness is forgiving the other person, knowing that you may never receive an apology, knowing that they may never bow down and kiss the ring, knowing that they may never be honest or admit to you or themselves that they did you wrong, they hurt you, or they mishandled the situation, okay? Because like I said before, in step 2, everyone behaves according to their own level of consciousness. So you're gonna have some people out here that never think or never feel like they've ever done anything wrong to you, okay? You're gonna have some people that you're just not getting it, you know? They not gonna understand why you mad or why you could possibly be mad at them, because they don't feel like they did anything wrong to you, okay? All right? I mean, and I'm just being honest, okay? But don't give them that power. Don't even let them know or feel like you are bitter or you're holding on to any type of resentment or anger towards them in any way. And you won't if you forgive them anyway, okay? Forgive yourself first. And why I think that self-forgiveness is one of the most important parts is, and I'm not saying this applies in every situation, okay? But in some situations, we play a role in our own suffering. If we want to keep it real and be honest with ourselves, we play a role in our own suffering, okay? So, you know, that's why I think it's important to be honest with yourself and acknowledge the role that you played in your own suffering so that you can forgive yourself, all right? And then forgive the other person, you know, forgive others, forgive them. It will make you feel so much better releasing all of that hurt and resentment and getting that weight up off your shoulders, all right? We want to be light and free and heavy and in love around here. We ain't holding on to nothing or no one. Forgive them, okay? Forgive them. If you hurt somebody else, forgive yourself for hurting them. You know what I'm saying? It applies in all cases, all scenarios. Forgiveness. It's just, you know, anything you need to forgive, whether you need to forgive yourself for letting somebody hurt you, whether you need to forgive yourself for hurting someone, whether you need to forgive another person from hurting you, like for hurting you. Like, it all applies in all scenarios. Forgive yourself, all right? Some good tools that you can use, I'm going to put them also in the description box below, is one, the Buddhist prayer for forgiveness. That is a really good prayer. You can listen to it over and over again. Memorize it, recite it. Also, one of the most widely used prayers is the Ho'oponopono prayer, okay, for forgiveness. I'm going to drop a link to that as well below, okay? And that's the Ho'oponopono prayer is one that I say each and every day. It's only 4 little phrases. And I'm telling you, you say it 108 times. You ain't got to say it 108 times, but you can say it 3 times, you know, 10 times, how many times you want to, okay? Technically it's supposed to be 108, but you ain't got that type of time, that's okay. You know, say it a couple times, all right? You say it and you feel so much love and forgiveness flowing through you, all right? If you want to add a person name, you want to add a situation in there, you know, before you say it, you can, all right? But that is a good effective tool for forgiveness, all right? So I'm going to drop that below, all right, guys? We got to forgive these people. We got to get that weight off of us. We got to, you know, we got to lift it. We got to lift it off of us, all right? That is a part of the healing process, okay, guys? And it's not easy, all right? Feeling ain't easy. Accepting and allowing definitely ain't easy, okay? And forgiveness is, we know that ain't easy, all right? We know that ain't easy because we all know how we think. I know how I've thought in the past, like, I ain't forgiving nobody until they come and tell me how sorry they are, until they come say this, that, and the third. But nah, you can't do that. You gotta get out of that. You gotta feel the heal. You gotta accept everyone and everything as they are. Allow it to be with no resistance, no need to change it, no forcing anything. And then forgive and let it go. Release, all right? That is how you call back your power. That is how you call back your love, okay? All right, guys, I may be bringing you a part 3 to this because there's more I want to discuss on this, all right? But until then, I want us all to call back our power, call back our love within ourselves, okay? Love yourselves, love others purely and unconditionally, all right? I know that's hard to do, but that is the only thing that is going to change this world, okay? And loving yourself, calling back your power, and loving yourself does not mean that you have to engage with people, places, and things that you know don't serve your highest good anymore, all right? But when you call back your love and your power, you are able to set stronger boundaries for yourself, whether it's physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, or energetic boundaries, all right? So don't think that I'm putting these videos out and, you know, for y'all to be doormats. No, we ain't nobody doormats. We want to do that internal healing within ourselves so that we can automatically create those boundaries that we need, all right? To never give our power away knowingly or unknowingly, okay? All right, guys. A little bit longer than I intended, but you know what I'm saying? I just gotta get it out, gotta get it out, gotta get it out, gotta get it out. I love you all, and I'm sending you an abundance of love, joy, peace, patience, prosperity, and blessings. And I hope that you receive them. Bye.